Alright, what's going on everybody? Beats by Lonze, we back in the building. And today we working on the Mpc sample. So let me go and check. Make sure we got good levels. Make sure we got some good sound. And we're gonna kick this off. Make sure we got good levels. And we back in. Alright, what's going on everybody? Beats by Lonze, we back in the building. Sound. Alright, so looks like we're gonna have to do something different. So today I decided I was going to try and mute my monitors from being played outside of the studio. But what's happening is, because I have the universal audio turned down, you can't hear nothing. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to try this again. I'm going to try this again. See if that works. Okay, that works. Okay. Well, unfortunately, guys, the only way I can get this to work the way that I need to is actually I have to cut my monitors off. And so that way I won't hear any feedback or background, any feedback coming back from the speakers. But anyway, thank you for watching. I appreciate you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you are in the world. We got Davey the Hug Monster in the building. What's up? What's going on, my guy? Appreciate you for being here. So again, today I wanted to work on the Mpc sample. All right. So Mpc sample is becoming one of the fast favorites in my studio right now. Let's see if I can move it over. I'll move it over a little bit right there. Not really a big platform for you to see, but I clicked on the wrong thing just now. The Mpc sample is not a huge machine, so it's kind of hard to see anything that I'm going to do, but I know y'all are here to see this beat making in progress. So let me come down a little bit. I think that works right there. Alright, so now I have this in your face. Alright, so as you can see, or you may not can see, I have about 8 sequences that are already taken up on Bank B. This is the 3rd edition of making beats across all of the sequences of all the pad banks. The first one, I didn't know what I was doing with it, and I lost it. Came back, started to try to save the project, and then when I updated I think the 2nd update, when I came back to my projects, all the projects was not there. So in this edition, in this 3rd edition, what I've done is, as I've finished each particular session or whatever, I'll just save it to the same project. So the same project will have all of the beats in one project. And so far that's worked out pretty good. Alright, so this is so we're gonna start off, we're gonna create a brand new beat from scratch. And we're gonna start with 8 bars. And I think I don't like to do this, but today I want to start with a drum loop. Okay? So let's find us a good drum loop to go off of. All right. Alright, and this drum loop pack is from my man Beats in Bed. And this was called, what was the joint called? Had to do something with 16. We both had an expansion that had something to do with 16. Um, Mine was I Just Need 16 pads. And his was a little bit different. This was, let's see if I can find the expansion folder. Hey. Alright, I do not see it. Bum, 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 bum. Actually, let's go to select sample, users. Should have it on my in my packs. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. I'll have to come back to that and tell y'all what it is later. I don't see it. I tried to do a little something and tried to come in here and organize all of my my projects is on my computer and stuff. Try to put all my expansions together, put all my beats together, which that was already done, but everything. Try to put all my documents that sort to be sort of the same stuff. And I tell you, let's see. Alright, we'll stop looking for that. Alright, so let's go ahead and let's take this chop. Let's take this loop and let's chop it. So we're going to do. Alright, let's try that. So let's go sequence, 8 bars, tap our tempo. Alright. Alright, so we got our tempo tapped. It says 182. We'll see. Perfect. All right. All right, let's try that. Listen to it real quick. Make sure it hit right. Oh yeah. Alright, so we got that going. So what we'll do is, while we're here, we will copy Alright, so we will copy our sequence the next one. Oh, awesome. So now we got 2 copies of the drums. Alright, just in case we want to do something with this further. Alright, so what we're going to do is we got 8 bars. So what we'll do is we'll double the sequence and make this 16 bars. And now we got 16 bars. And then we will find our sample to chop. Alright. Alright, so we got our samples to chop. Alright, so we're going to go into I like that. I like that. Alright. Too bad I can only get 16 chops. Alright, so let's do chop. Let's go to manual chop. Let's see what regional chop sounds like. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it off a regional chop and I'm going to make it manual chop instead so I can manually chop it the way I need it. Alright, so let's go. Okay, cool. Alrighty then. Alright. So my my mouse died on me. Actually it didn't die, it just cut itself off. Hold on. Now the most times I have to freaking most times I have to unplug it and then plug it back in. Stand by for a second. Sometimes you just have to go back to the old school. My mouse has been acting stupid last couple days. Alright. Can't work without a mouse on the stream. Alright. So we got Antics Semantics in the building. He says, I'm not doing it. I'm not getting the sample. I'm going to upgrade my RAM in the Force instead. How many chops can you get in the Force Live 3 or the XL? You can get as many chops as you can put on all the way to Group H. Now I think you can go double A. I think you can go double A though. I think you can go double A, double B, double C, double D, E, F, G, H. So I think it goes more than H. I think it's 128 chops though, if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me on that. I have to look it up, but I know for sure that once you get the H, then it either starts back over and goes to AA, or you stop at H for the live 3 and force, all of that. But I know that on a force you got more, you got, what is it, 128 pads? I think it's 128 pads, but I think you can go to a different group. Yeah, it's 128. It's 128 slices on the drum pad, on the drum track for the force. So yeah, I think it's the same on the X and the Live 3. A great drum break. To be honest with you, oh, you trying to be funny? Yeah, you can only get 16. You can only get 16 chops on a pad, but if you take that same sample and then you chop it again on another pad, you can get another 16. Then you go to another pad, you got another 16. Go to another pad, you got another 16, and so forth and so on. So technically, you still have 16 pads times 8 banks, which is what? How much is 16 times 8? Hey Siri, what is 16 times 8? 128, right? I knew that too. But you can get that on the sample, so you are absolutely in the wrong. It's gonna take up more pad space, but you can still get 128 slices if you want it. I like that. I did catch Timberland on the sample, and I hate to say it, but a lot of these producers are showing either how great they are or how ungreat they are. That's all I'll say about that. Like the simple stuff that you do on just with the samples that come with the machine. Like I know when I first got it, the first day I just was in love with some of the samples that was on it, and I was just chopping whatever samples that was on the default project. And so what people want to see from you is that they want to see if you're going to take samples that nobody ever heard of and figure out all these precise chops that you never get from what's already on the machine. Yeah, I ain't gonna say I was impressed. That's all I'll say about that. I can't tell you that I was impressed by what he been doing, but he's still Timbaland though. You can't take that away from him. What he's done for music in the time he did music. You know what I'm saying? So he did One in a Million by Aaliyah. He'll always get he'll always get props from me from One in a Million. Always get props. All right, so let me add these samples to this. Let me add these chops to this second sequence. I mean, shit. Yeah. I mean, shit. I can remember like 2015, 2014, 2015, 2016 when I was just on machine. Like a lot of my beats was garbage on machine. Like nothing to where what I'm doing right now, what I'm playing. I mean, it was building my 10,000 hours, but a lot of my shit was garbage, like 2015, 2016. But then 2017 hit around when I got on the Mpc, and then shit started changing. Shit started getting a little ugly around here. But I'm figuring out my chops. I don't know. I kind of like that though. Let's see. Let's try it out. Bum, 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 bum. You said you told him that he sold this out. Hey, you know what? It's been it's been a difficult time in the music industry world where remember Timbaland was getting 200,000, 400,000, $500,000 for a beat for a song, and that shit is long dried up. And it's long dried up. So now you're seeing the sharks come out of the water because they got to survive. That lifestyle that they had when they were making millions and millions in the 2000s and the 90s, that money is dried up. So if you got no other specialty to fall back on, if you never had a job and the only thing you know how to do is make beats, and you got to stay hot all the time, he had to figure some shit out. But you know what the funny thing is about that though? Funny thing about that when I think about Timbaland, is that there could have been a way to do it to where you didn't screw people over, right? But then we're judging him on what he did, and you know we probably have no right to judge him on what he did. But I just I don't like bad business. And I think that once you start teetering over to the bad business side of the house, then it just looks bad. It looks bad on what you brought to the table, who you are as a person. So, but another thing I was gonna say about that is that what's funny is that regardless of what he's done, you'll see that he has friends in the industry and the companies are still backing him. Like, even though you'll see that Akai, okay, you can see that Akai, let's talk about Akai, right? Akai came out with a Timberland edition MPC that was the MPC Live 2, right? MPC Live 2 Timberland edition that had Timberland special sounds in it already, right? They rocked with him for a long time with that, even though it didn't do exactly what you think it would do. Like, there's other people that in the industry that you would think that should have had an MPC before Timberland did, because Timberland was not like one of those guys known to have came up on the MPC, or like just MPC was his main thing that you heard about him being on MPC all the time. So in my opinion, there's probably a lot of people that should have got an MPC with their name on it before Timberland did. But it's business, right? So you gotta think that if Timberland people and Timberland sold this to them, that hey, this will be a good partnership, then hey, who are we to say that he didn't sell it correct? He didn't sell it right. But he sold it because they put a machine. They made a machine. It was his edition, and they saw what it done, and so now you see him with the MPC sample, and we're expecting more from him because he's Timberland, and a lot of people are showing what they can do with it, and I ain't been impressed by a lot of the people who have jumped on the bandwagon later down the line. Like, there's been some people that got the machine when it came out and they on there, like Jermaine Dupri, right? Jermaine Dupri got on it and he was on that joint every day, knocking out beats on social media, showing you what he doing with the MPC sample, asking questions. Even if some of the questions were, simple, he asked the questions anyway because he want to know. He's trying to figure it out. And then you saw some people that was like, hey, I've been making beats for 30 years and come out with, showing some sounds that sound like, I don't know. I can't say. But because of who they are, people were like, oh, that's fire. But then you get people that get on here and like just be fly in real life, and you don't get that same look unless somebody comes in and champions you as a champion. You don't get that look. So it just is what it is. I saw somewhere somebody asked, I think Anthony Semantic asked, was my workflow faster on the sample? Yes, workflow is really fast on the sample because it's simple. When I'm working on the sample, it's only three things I'm limited to do. I'm limited to drums, I'm limited to sample, and I'm limited to what third layer or fourth layer of sounds I'm going to put on the sample. I can either take another machine, sample it into the sample on top of what I'm doing, chop it up, play it on top of it, or take a sound, create it as I'm going, play it along with whatever sample I got, or like I'm about to do right now, can take this sample, right, and then I'm going to go to I got to get out the chop. So I'm going to take the sample, I'm going to go to a new drum pad, and I'm going to take, we have a folder called loops that comes on the internal. So you got 808s, basses, breaks, claps, cymbals. So you're asking Answer Semantics who makes good breaks. The sample comes with a whole break folder. Now these are all breaks that are inside the MPC sample. But anyway, what I wanted to go to and do. What I wanted to do is I wanted to take a, let's see what we got. Melodics, we got basses, guitars, so we got that right. So I'm going to go to 16 levels on that bad boy. Well, let's actually get out of here first before we do that. So exit, sample. Then I'm going to cut it down. I'm going to go to 16 levels. But anyway, so you're limited, but limitations are good. We know about that because all of the older machines gave us limitations, and we're able to make heat with limitations. So I am much faster on the sample, but I noticed that as I go from machine to machine, I'm still fast because I'm like every day I'm here working on a different machine. So I still know the workflow that I'm gonna do. I know what I'm gonna work on, and how to get from place to place. So it's never difficult for me to do what I need to do. When I teach about the MPC, there's 3 things I teach on the MPC about. 3 things that you should know on any MPC. And so the first thing I teach is the main menu, the menu screen, and the mixer screen. So those are the three buttons that you should always know where to find at all times. Main, menu, mixer. And the mixer could either be the channel mixer, or it could be your big mixer. But the channel mixer is on the main page, so it's really 2 buttons, the main and menu. So if you can get to the main menu, if you can get to the main screen, and you can get to the menu screen, you can go all over the MPC, and you can get to where you need to be with no problems. So that's where I always start my ground zero, is main and menu. Alright, so I have 2 sequences, right? So I have the verse, which is 16 bars, and a hook, which is 8 bars. And I'm feeling that in this particular hook, I want to change it up a little bit. So what would have to happen is, right now with this sequence, I got 8 bars on it, and I got the chops already on it. So what I have to do is in this sequence, if I wanted to double the sequence and make it 16 bars, I'd have to go in that sample and chop out the last parts of that sample so that um, it doesn't become redundant. So let's do that. Let's do that. So we're gonna go shift, double the sequence, and we're gonna go back to the step sequencer page. All right. So we know that. Let's go and look at our sample and see where the sample is and what bank it's on. So our sample is on D4. Okay. So we want to go to step edit, and we want to look for D4 after the eight bars. So 8 bars. All right. So now we have it right here. So we're going to go down and we're going to erase. So everywhere we find D4, we're going to erase it. All right. Let's go back. D4, erase. D5, D5, D5. We'll leave D5. All right. D4, erase. And D4 is our sample, so we're just erasing our sample out of here because we don't want it. And we're almost there. D5, D5. Okay. So so now that we did that, we want to go back to our sample and we want to figure out what we can chop at the ass end so that we could add that to our sample. So we'll go back to our sequence, make sure we're good. Okay, that might work. Alright, cool. So now we got that for our hook. My Logic 5, Milo says having big painful headaches now, so I could come on late. Oh man, sorry to hear that, man. I hope you feel better. Man, get you a cold rag. Cold rag, close your eyes, put it over your eyes. It'll suck some of that pain out of your headache. And if it continues after about 20 minutes and it's real bad, you might need to go to the hospital, man. You don't never play with that headache. But try that out, man. Get a cold rag, put it over your eyes, close your eyes for about 20 minutes. And if it don't reside after 20 minutes, then that's something that could be something detrimental to you. So we don't wish that upon you. But thank you for joining the live, man. Thank you. And this music ain't gonna help your headache. So the music and the screen. All right. So we have on our sequence, we have our verse and we have our hook. So here's our verse. Going into our hook. I think that I'm gonna go in and put. I want some vocals. Let's find some more vocals to kind of. Auntie Samantha says, I feel like that's the bridge. Could be. Could be. Like that. Alright, so let's go find another. Oh, I like that. Alright, let me cut that down some. Alright, so sample. One last thing I want to do is I want to add 808s. Y'all know I love my 808s. So let's go to 808s. Now I don't know what key this sample is in. So I'm just going to go to a C. Oh yeah, I got to get out of here. Out, out, out. Alright, sample. There we go. Alright, we gotta cut that down, so let's. Maybe I can filter it a little bit. So let's. I'm trying to filter some of the cutoff. There we go. And there's the volume. All right. Let's try that. Alrighty then. He says I get a cold Miller Lite for the headache. Yeah, that might could work too. Or, you know what's another thing I do when I get headaches like that really bad? Take a swig of vinegar, like just like a shot, like a small shot of vinegar, and swallow it. And if it goes away right away, then you know it's either a stress headache or it's a tension headache. If it don't go away immediately, then it's something else. Plus, put the cold rag on your head. He says, plop in the PE vocal. This is what I mean. An anti-ninja machine. Anti-Samantha says, I do love 808s. I do. I really do love the 808s. Can't live without 808s. That's the first thing that I enjoyed listening to when I listened to music growing up, because I'm from Florida, so we listen to a lot of what we call booty music, club music, where everybody dance all the time. You know, 2 Live Crew, 85, 95 South, all of those guys. So, yeah, I listened to a lot of that when I was growing up. So, a lot of my musical upbringing is Southern music. So, I like to hear 808s and, you know, speakers in the trunk shaking. We got Melvin MCCL in the building. What's up? Thank you for joining. Appreciate you. He says, what's up to everybody? But anyway, again, just here working on the Mpc sample. We got 15 minutes. We got 15 minutes, so I'm gonna create something else. So let's since we got time, we got 15 minutes. Real easy. Milo says, do you like Orlando Magic back in the day? Yep. Tracy McGrady, Penny Hardaway, back when they had Shaq and Penny. Yes, sir. Alright, so we're gonna go to another beat. Alright, we're gonna go 8 bars. We're gonna go, our tempo is gonna be what? Let's go 139 for the tempo. And for this particular beat, let's find our samples. Let's find our drum samples. I was looking for my claps. Alright, we'll just go for here. We got This World Needs a Hero in the building. What's up, my guy? He said Lakers. He said, Milo took my bike in to get checked now at McDonald's. Oh, man. Well, thank you for joining from McDonald's. Alright, so let's go back to our sequence. We will double our sequence and go back to our sample. So we got bass. Okay, so we got 3 samples. That one, this one, and that one. So I think I like that. Alright, so let's do it. Now, what I need is I need them to be in a mute group. So let's see. Sample, tune, mute group 1. Alright, so I left a little bit of space right there, but oh, sorry to hear that, Davey. Yeah, it is hot everywhere. I know if Hero is out there in like Vegas, damn desert area, so that's terrible heat. So be careful out there, man. Be careful. Alright, so we're gonna go to sample. Alright, so let's get out of there. I like that. Sample. Let's see. So we are in, let's tune it. Alright, let's find where that original sample was. I believe it's here. Nope. Alright, let's get out of it. Let's go back to sample select. And I think we were in where we were at melodics. let's get out of there. So let's go back to
Yeah.
Alright, so that is 2 beats. I won't extend it no further than that. We got 3 minutes left. Alright, so again, thank you, chat. Appreciate you. We got the whole home team crew in the building. We got Milo, This World Needs a Hero, Davey the Hug Monster. We got my man Antics Semantics and Mr. Melvin MCCL. Thank you for joining. I appreciate you. If you're still here in the building. And yeah, Milo, I hope you feel better. And Davey, prayers up for your mom. Hopefully she gets better in the next couple days. So follow me on all social media platforms, guys. Beats by Lonze everywhere. You can find me there. You can find my music on bandcamp.com, beatsbylonze.bandcamp.com. That's where you can find me. And again, thank you. Appreciate everybody. And we're almost close to getting monetized again for the second time. So hopefully in the next couple of probably in the next 2 months, I should be back monetized. Hopefully next month. I am close. So keep watching the lives, keep watching the videos. Make sure you like, make sure you leave your comments, make sure you comment to other people as well. That helps the algorithm to pick me up. So that's about it. I think that is that for that. If y'all got no other questions, I think we are out of here. So thank you for watching. Check you out next time. Peace.
Welcome to the Beats by Lonze show. Welcome to the Beats by Lonze show. Welcome to the Beats by Lonze show. Welcome.